second worst record. Was they're the 14th seed in the West. So the second worst record in the West. So let's get it done. Even without Brady Ingram and RJ, we should easily beat. We should still easily beat this Memphis team.
Welcome all. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports. We've got some NBA action coming up for you. And tonight, we'll see the Memphis Grizzlies as they go up against the Toronto Raptors at Scotia Bank Arena. Along with the all-star team of Stan Van Gundy, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, I'm Brian Anderson. Now a moment to take a look at the year-to-year scoring output and how it's been trending for Kyrie Irving.
Well, I like that he's really found a balance. He doesn't feel the need to put the team on his back and try to carry them offensively, but he can still bring it when they need him most. And maybe what's most important, he provides that veteran leadership necessary.
And here's Memphis' starting group. Wells and Jackson,
Good,
your
easy
small
win
power
right
forwards. Bilal Coulibaly out there with Anthony Black. And it's Gafford in at the center, locking down the middle. And for the Raptors, they've got Walter. Bam Adebayo is out there with Scotty Barnes. Then it's MP, and it's Irving in at the one. Stan, one thing you have to appreciate about these two squads is how energetic and athletic they are.
Yeah, look, even in a league of elite athletes, these
More
teams
straight
stand out.
Walter.
The pace is going to be pushed tonight, so that remarkable stamina is going to be tested on both sides.
Now here's Black. Pass to Coulibaly. To the inside. Here's Jackson. 2 shots, 2 makes. Off to a good start.
Well, we know he can space the floor, but Jackson is still at his best in the paint.
We played just over a minute here in the first. Walters outside. Gafford grabs a miss. And here's Memphis. They're coming off a loss against Miami.
I'll tell you what, once things started to go downhill, their performance plummeted. It wound up getting pretty ugly.
Yeah, they just committed too many mistakes at both ends, but credit their opponent for being disruptive.
Here's MP. After the basket by Memphis. To win the run. And Walter
Nice,
gets
Kyrie Walter.
assist by MP.
Rock solid screen right there. The defender got completely lost.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard. You can't allow any clean look from that.
Now here's Jackson. Shoots over Barnes.
Hey, yep,
Jackson can't get
yep,
it to go.
yep.
Pass to MP. Jackson against Barnes. MP with it. He's coming off a 40-point game against the Lakers.
And we can't skip over his role as distributor. Huge impact, making all the right reads.
Taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Once he gets in deep on the defense, there is no way he's missing a layup like that.
Now here's Coulibaly. 14 points for him last game against Miami.
He was also a force as a shot blocker, racking up 3 of those.
There's Jackson with the 3. His 4th make in 5 tries. Solid start for him.
They've really come out swinging, hitting 4 of their first 5 shots.
Outside Irving. Pass to MP.
Come on, Bam.
6 to shoot. Here's Adebayo. Gafford grabs the miss.
Well, he's more than comfortable in the mid-range, but you can't make them all.
And play stops. A whistle there on what looks like an illegal screen.
Well, the league has put an emphasis to crack down on illegal screens.
Yeah, and yet, you still see it a lot. It's a tough thing to police.
Now here's MP. doing damage on offense. He's averaging about 29.5 a game.
Go bad.
Adebayo, no good.
Well, the defense was right where they needed to be to stop the layup. Great awareness and effort.
And it's Koulibaly missing. And so it's Barnes with it. He brings it up for Toronto. And they've been winning at a high level this season. Most games not even close. Their point differential is sky high.
Yeah, a lot of their games have been essentially over by the third quarter. Blowouts, big margins, really astonishing the dominance they've displayed over the course of the season. I'm not sure we've ever seen a team so consistently dominant. Well, the defense allowed that one. He had a clear path to the cup.
Outside Barnes. Back to Irving from behind the arc. It's Koulibaly with a rebound. Grizzlies lead by 5. Well, we get to see future Hall of Famer in Kyrie Irving tonight, Grant. What's his best skill?
I'll be honest, B.A. I've never seen a guard finish like Kyrie around the rim. He makes really difficult buckets look too easy.
Now here's Gafford. In his last outing with 12 points. Well, that's good.
The big story thus far, how well they've shot the rock.
The Raptors have gone 3 of 8 so far. Here's Barnes. Memphis with a rebound. Black outside. Pass to Jackson. Some nice ball movement by Memphis. Here's Gafford. And the dunk by Gafford.
What a way to begin this game. Dominating at both ends of the floor.
Obviously, guys, brilliant coaching, a perfect game.
Now here's MP. Will it go? There's the drive. That one's good. And it's Barnes with the assist. MP's got 6.
We see so much three-point shooting now. It's great to see someone like MP attack. Go to the rim.
Here's Gafford. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game. Outside Koulibaly from downtown. Can't hit it. He's 0 for 2 now.
Yep,
Raptors trail
yes,
by 8.
yes.
Let's get a report from Allie.
Well, MP in the last matchup against the Lakers was a man on a mission. He contributed 40 points and he made a lot of shrewd decisions with the ball, which led to a hefty assist total for him. He was clearly on a mission and no one was getting in his way. A flat-out dominant performance.
Come on,
Okay,
man.
Allie, thanks. It was obvious he could do anything he wanted. A fantastic win.
Well, I'll tell you, he was enjoying himself out there, kind of like us here in the broadcast booth. And whoever was matched up against him wasn't enjoying themselves.
Yeah, well, winning is usually fun, especially when you have it going like you did.
Toronto's gone 1 for 5 from 3-point range. A cold start.
Well started.
Vicious dunk by Barnes.
Oh, a nice slam by the swingman Barnes. His athleticism is his greatest strength.
Jackson on the wing. And he drops in the layup off the glass. 12 points for him.
Getting enough shots in close to play inside out.
And here's MP. 6 points for him. To the wing on the left. Three-pointer. Memphis with a rebound. Gafford's got 4 rebounds in the game.
So far, rebounding has been a focal point for them.
Back to Black. Down low. Here's Jackson. And there's Memphis with another bucket.
Hey, he's been efficient
Oh,
and
the down blocks,
effective.
man.
He's already hit 6 buckets out of 8 looks.
And so now a timeout called by Darko Rajakovic. He's going to talk it over with his guys. almost an entirely new group here. Stewart, he's checked in for Adebayo. Jackson comes in for Barnes. Moore's checked in for Walter. And Ellis is subbed in for Kyrie Irving. Now here's MP. He's got 6. Up top, Stewart. Inside. And MP gets it to go. On the assist by Stewart. MP's got 8. Memphis leading by 8. Black outside. Pass to Jackson.
Oh, good block by Isaiah Jackson. Oh, where's the foul, ref? Bro, that was clearly a foul.
Now here's Black. He's guarded by Ellis.
Come on, bro.
Outside Wells. Back to Gafford. Jackson outside. Some nice ball movement by Memphis. And it's Koulibaly missing. And here's MP. He'll bring it up for the Raptors. Trailing by 8. They're getting their first look of the season in the Grizzlies.
And somewhat surprisingly, the club scripted 2 meetings last year.
Yeah, these non-conference matchups are a good measuring stick for a team. Taking on less familiar opponents can tell you a lot.
And so it's Memphis with it. Toronto making their last shot. Pass to Koulibaly. Shot clock at 5. Memphis needs to get off a shot here. Here's Gafford. The rebound by Jackson.
Yeah, loose coverage by the defense, but he just couldn't take them back.
Oh, Isaiah Stewart gets
Say
fouled.
pivot like Isaiah Stewart. You better have the strength to battle longer players.
Yeah, BA, his game is all about power. Once he establishes position, it's hard to root him out of it. And man, he sets some teeth-rattling picks.
There's nothing like the intensity of coming down to the wire when both teams are fighting for playoff position, Grant.
Well, you know, BA, for these teams, what you did before doesn't matter. You have to give everything in this game. It's essentially a bunch of one-game seasons from here to the finish line.
Raptors trail by 5. Here's Moore. Kicks it out to MP. Fires from deep. Ooh, coming through again. Shooting 5 for 7 now.
I just love the ball.
Memphis has gone 3 of 7 from beyond the arc in the first. Outside Wells to win the cold spell. Nails it from 3. Wells has got his 3rd basket on the night right there.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Well, you know, it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
Started to Ellis.
Look, MT has great vision. Delivers that ball on target.
Memphis has gone 4 of 8 from outside in this first quarter. The 3. Oh, they're no good.
Grab that one. However, so far they're getting a little out-hustled on the board.
What Kalen Ellis give us the lead.
11 points in the game.
It's hard to Ellis. They take the lead.
Easy look when the defender isn't fighting over the screen.
Yeah, it's certainly worth it to disrupt the offense. Coaches notice that extra.
Here's Wilkes. No points yet.
Good D.
Tries it off the glass, but it's no good. And now the Raptors on the break. Oh, nice shot by MP.
A dozen consecutive points off the threes. This defense looks rattled.
Pass to Wilkes. And here's Jackson. Stewart defends.
Good D, Isaiah
Can't
Stewart.
get it to go.
And it didn't register as an official block, but he did everything you want in disrupting that shot.
Well, you know, sometimes the most pivotal plays don't always go on the stat sheet.
2-second difference between shot and game clock. Outside man. Outside Wells. Pass to Wilkes. Here's Jackson.
Good D.
He's off. Still out of sync.
Put it up, Sydney Moore. Oh, I'll lead by 7 in the first quarter.
And so it's the Toronto. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter of action so far. And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for Toronto.
I have to applaud their ball movement. They're moving the ball around, finding the best looks they can, and keeping everyone involved.
And on top of that, they've been dialed in from deep. If they keep it up, it could be a big night for them.
So, on the floor for Memphis to kick off the second quarter. They've got Trey Mann, and it's ball in at the 5. And count that! 2 points, and a chance for one more at the line. Kyrie Irving's checked in for Ellis. Memphis shooting their first free throw of the night. Raptors lead by 4. Pass to MP.
No Kyrie.
Outside Irving.
3.
Number 3. Nope, another miss. 0 for 2 to start the game.
Kyrie can't shoot anymore. Sad.
Now here's Van. The D's right on him. They set the pick. Here's Wilkes. Doesn't go for him. And here's MP from outside. That one's good. And it's Barnes with the assist. Barnes has got his 3rd assist of the night. Grizzlies trail by 7. Outside Van. Pass to Strother. There's the 3. And again it's Memphis missing.
He had more than enough room to hit that. Just
Go Kyrie, there we go.
And that one's good. Irving.
the assist numbers certainly stand out. They've really emphasized ball movement here today.
Here's Wilkes. He's guarded by Barnes. Here's Wilkes. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. Right wing. Pulls it. And that one's good. Strother. And here in the second, 2 minutes gone by. Now MP. Give him 20. Walter from outside. And again,
Large Kyrie Walter.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been threes.
Pass to Strother. They set the pick from the arc. The rebound by May.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
He's been reliable from the floor, and that's reflected on the scoreboard.
Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thank you. In an era of title or bust thinking, it's noteworthy that the grit and grind Grizzlies of the 2010s are properly celebrated. While they never made it past the Western Conference Finals, their physical style, built around Zach Randolph, Marc Gasol, Tony Allen, and Mike Conley, built a lasting legacy in Memphis. Ryan?
Thank you, Allie.
Great effort to turn the miss into 2 points.
Yes, sir. Those are the hustle points.
Watch Kyrie Walter.
Pass to Walter.
3.
3.
Let's go.
It's MP picking up the assist. MP's got assist number 8 here already in the game. So Memphis calls timeout.
I call timeout.
Grant, you are a
We
Hall
are
of Fame
a
small
13.
forward, so you know a bit about the position. What's key in excelling at the 3?
Well, BA, you have to be able to space the floor. We almost never see a 3 or even 4 who can't make threes. And on the other end, lots of times you're matched up with quick guards.
Taking a look at Los Angeles, they're building some momentum right now and aiming for a spot in the top 5.
Seeing where the Raptors are, they made it clear from the jump they were coming for the #1 seed. They've got to feel good knowing it's theirs now. It gives them the best chance to come away with the championship.
Outside Barnes. Now here's MP. Defense right on it. Nice spin off the left rim and in. And that's now 24 points for MP.
That's just solid work from the mid-range. You see how confident MP is pulling up the net.
That's to Koulibaly. Nice ball movement by Memphis. With the fadeaway. Jackson can't get it to go.
Fading away. Makes that shot harder than it needs to be.
Strong finish on the drive by MP.
MP is fully locked in right now, and he's taking shots without hesitation.
Pass to Jackson.
Good day, Ben.
Back to man. To the middle. Here's Koulibaly. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Koulibaly's gotten his first bucket of the night.
That's been the story of their offense so far. Getting a number of looks from point-blank range.
Back to Irving.
Kyrie for 3.
Rebound by Jackson. Grizzlies
Kyrie
trail by
really
13.
can't shoot
And
anymore.
one young guy who's really a good on-ball defender, Anthony Black.
Time for it to go, I
That's where it's
reckon.
made an immediate
Time
impact.
for him
He's
to
a big
retire.
guard, smooth athlete, great body control, really tough to get past NBA.
Now here's Man. Doing some damage on the offensive end. Putting up a little over 14 points a game.
Nice, Scotty.
Pass to MP. There goes MP. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window. MP's got 28.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. They should continue to ride the hot hand.
Koulibaly against Barnes. From 12 feet. And it's Koulibaly missing.
No matter what he's tried, it hasn't worked. Unfortunately, the team is suffering.
Now 30 in the first half. We got like 17.
You redraw every play to be about getting him the ball.
Timeout called. The Grizzlies.
Yeah, let's run away with it. Let's just blow them out. Let's get up by over 30 points and then I won't have to play in the fourth quarter. I think that should be our goal. So then I can rest the whole fourth quarter. And then get prepared for the game against the Hornets.
So both teams making some changes here. All right, let's go to the 2K leaderboard. These teams are getting it done in their transition offense. Number 1, the Raptors.
This team has been playing at a fast pace offensively, and it's worked out for them during this last month.
Outside Koulibaly. Jackson for 3. Barnes with the rebound. Barnes has got 5 rebounds in the game.
Well, he continues to make the effort, but the results just aren't there this quarter.
To the inside, deflects the pass. Out of bounds as Memphis keeps possession.
Nice deflection there. Really trying to disrupt their offensive flow.
Yeah, there's nothing easy on offense. Coaches love seeing that kind of hustle on the defensive end.
Memphis making a switch here. Wells is checked in. Now here's Jackson. 17 points in his last outing. He drops it from range.
Well, he can get you the ball in a number of ways. That time with a great bounce back.
To the right side.
40 to 3. Oh.
Good with the triple.
I can't believe he missed that three. Regardless, that's not a shot the defense should be giving him.
Inside, here's Gafford. Perfect pass to set up the lay-in. Gafford's gotten his second bucket.
Putting that pass right in his stride. Didn't have to slow up and was able to complete the play.
MP with it. 30 points in the game.
Alright, Chicago also.
Walters has got 12.
He's finally started to settle down here in the second quarter. Just needed to work up a sweat.
And here's Black. No points so far. Pass to Koulibaly. Puts the move on. And such a nice move to make that bucket possible.
Unselfish basketball. That's what coaches love to see.
Here's Walter. Adebayo up top.
Go bad. Too lazy.
Size and power from Bam inside.
When Bam gets it around the hoop, he knows what to do.
To the paint. Here's Gafford. And the dunk by Gafford.
And what an aggressive move to the rim. He's really trying to fire up his teammates right now.
Boy, it's not hard to feel inspired after a teammate makes that kind of finish.
Well, that's exactly what's needed when you're trying to turn things around.
Alright, boy.
Player, that's good.
The defense takes a chance, leaves him open at the arc, and he capitalizes.
It's Wells on the wing. Pass to Gafford. Wells up top. He's got 11. Now here's Koulibaly. Crank it in on the glass. He has 6.
They have no answer defensively inside.
Now here's MP. Here's Walter. Here's the
I
3.
do Walter for 3. Let's
It's
go.
MP picking up the assist. MP's got assist number 11 for him here tonight. Black passes to Wells. Now Gafford, counted by Adebayo. Here's Koulibaly. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
A strong finish to cut into that lead a little.
And left no doubt with that one, Grant. MP outside. Into the lane. Goes up and lays it in, nice and easy. MP's got 32 points.
He's carried much of the scoring load tonight, and with the win and reach, don't expect him to let up.
Black passes to Wells. Three-pointer off the mark.
Nice rebound. Trying to match the other team's intensity right now.
MP no good. Grizzlies trail by 17. Black passes to Gafford. And here's Wells. A minute 15 left in the second quarter. And it's Koulibaly missing.
Well, you can't question his confidence from out there, but it's not fall. Maybe time for a different approach.
And the defense is really allowing
35 in the first half.
1 minute left in the first half. Down low. Here's Wells. Hey, in 6 attempts, he's made 5. Talk about efficiency.
Well, he's been able to find points, just not enough of them. They've got to string together some more buckets.
Come on, Chicago Walter.
Now MP. Give it 35. Walter can't get it to go. Outside Wells. Pass to Gafford. Now here's Koulibaly. Now Black. Three-pointer. Fires in the triple. Black's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
Look, you love to see this kind of team chemistry. Let's see more of that.
Barnes passes to MP.
I'm going to take a foul shot. 10 seconds.
Gafford with the block. The clock runs out.
Oh, for the first half, we had like 15.
Toronto out front, up by 15. Stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter started.
everybody. We'll break down the action shortly, but first, a glance at how the Eastern Conference standings are stacking up as the season winds down.
Well, I think for the Raptors, with the playoffs right around the corner, they're in tremendous shape. They're right on top in the first half.
You mean they're ruling the rules? They're taking shots for every team every night, and they're still landing on top.
What's ruling the rules? Never heard that.
And now back to our game. What a half from MP.
MP is stunting on them, and their defense has had no response. You're playing with fire when you let MP get into the flow.
Yeah, he's leading the way, and I don't expect him to let up.
That does it for halftime. Let's get back to game action. Here's Brian Anderson with the start of the third quarter.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the rout that it's threatening to be. Hey, look at MP in this game. He's been everywhere.
And given that he's just delivered a double-double through 2 quarters, I'm excited to see his stats at the end of the night.
Well, he's already put in a full day's work. They might want to lighten the load
Come
on
on,
him.
Kyrie.
MP is out there with Kyrie Irving.
What?
Then it's Walter. Then there's Barnes. And it's Adebayo in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. So that's the 5 in the game for Toronto. Black passes to Jackson. Back to Black. Some nice ball movement by Memphis. 6 on the shot clock. Pass to Wells. The free ball. And Tim Tebow rebound. Toronto leading by 15.
Large Kobe Walter. Yep. Alright, Kyrie, come on.
Left side Irving.
Kyrie. There we go.
Irving's got 5.
Don't blink, or you'll wonder what Kyrie
We
did.
need Kyrie to heat up in this second half.
Outside Wells. Fires the 3. Gets the 3 to fall.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Well, you know, it's become a 3-point shooting lead. He's shooting a steady diet from outside.
And he gives up some size inside, but makes a great adjustment on the finish.
Yeah, you gotta love that kind of effort. Getting in there and fighting through the defense.
And that one's good. Koulibaly.
Well placed pass in the hands of a guy ready to attack.
Here's MP. 37 points for him. That shot wide open. Irving's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
Good, solid start to the half, hitting 3 out of 4.
Black outside. Koulibaly on the wing. Covered by MP. And yeah, it's good. Give him 8.
We've seen that more than once today. An effortless basket inside.
Barnes passes to MP.
Come on, Ben.
Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. Adebayo finds Irving. That one doesn't drop. Good work defensively by Black.
Yeah, not his best night in terms of shot selection. Lucky for him, his teammates have picked up the slack.
They are passing the ball around tremendously right now.
Toronto leading by 14.
Come on, Kyrie.
And now we're 3 minutes into this third quarter of play. Irving for 3. Another miss by Irving.
And just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
He should retire, Kyrie. He needs to retire.
He
He's
against
38,
Koulibaly.
bro.
Pass to Gafford.
He needs to retire after this
Solid
season.
5 for 6 now.
Looks like we're starting to see a
He just
pattern
can't
here.
shoot anymore.
Afraid to get in the paint and get wet.
Here's Walter. Back to MP. Right side Irving.
Finally, Kyrie.
MP picking up the assist. Irving's got 9 points here in the second half. Black with it. An important role in this offense, averaging around 12.5 per game. Jackson surveying the D. Offline from the top of the key. With the defense
Nice shot. Easy slam and the foul.
And he's been an ideal teammate tonight. Really creating plenty of looks with his passing.
Yeah, when there's been an open man, he's found him. And you love to see a guy dishing it like this.
Looking at who's out there now for Toronto. Stewart, he's checked in for Bam Adebayo. Moore comes in for Walter. And Ellis is subbed in for Kyrie Irving. Drops in the three. Jackson's got 17 points.
And Jackson Jr. takes a good number of threes for a reason. Because he's confident in his ability to drain it from here.
Now here's Ellis. 6 points for him. Back to MP. Ellis outside. Lets it go from deep. Gafford grabs the miss. Gafford's got rebound number 8 now. Black outside. Outside Wells. Fires for three. And another three for Memphis.
He's been so aggressive on offense. And with the results, you understand why.
Well, yeah, and the defense is going to have to respond to that and chase him off the arc.
Now here's Ellis. Looking at his stats, he's putting up about 7.5 per game. MP, the pass to Ellis.
There we go, P on Ellis. They call timeout. We go back up by 15.
Exchanging buckets from downtown. That's been a staple of tonight's game.
And sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
Time called here. The Grizzlies decide to talk it over. Breaking the action, let's take a look at the NBA's highest scoring team since the All-Star break. Second, the Raptors.
Since the All-Star break, this squad has been on fire on offense. Looking like a well-oiled machine and taking and making high percentage shots.
Black with it, covered by MP. Pass to Gafford. Outside Koulibaly. Launches a three. Rebound Toronto. They led the game at 1 point by 20. Gives us a chance
Foul.
to catch up
Thank
and
you.
rally the force.
I'll be shooting 38 and 39.
It was a beautiful game, but Commissioner Adam Silver said the most important part from our standpoint is ensuring that there's always competitive tension on the floor. Fans like the physical aspect that comes with this game. We don't want that to be lost. Guys, back to you.
Keeping that edge. Thanks much for the report, Allie. Good on both.
Such a talented player. MP can take over a game, but he also knows how important it is to keep his teammates engaged.
Now here's Black. Pass to Jackson. From the arc. Getting it to fall there. He's 8 of 15 in the game.
The three-point shooting has been on point here in the second half.
And here's MP. Ellis outside. Back to MP. From outside the arc. And the Raptors miss again. Grizzlies trail by 14. Outside Wells. Pass to Koulibaly.
With DI's that
Defense
Stewart.
from Stewart. The Raptors have gotten 6 of 11 attempts to fall so far in the third. Memphis has gotten 12 of their points this quarter from deep. 4 of 6. I think many would say Jaren Jackson Jr. has an incredibly complete game, coach.
Yeah, offense, defense, no room for complaints, BA. Rebounding, he has the tools to dominate. But but the numbers are still coming around.
Oh, yeah, that'll do it.
Wow, an emphatic two-handed slam. Toronto leading by 12. Now here's MP. Give him 39. Here's Ellis. Tries again. Jackson.
Oh, it's like Jackson.
They're having pressure from the beam. Jackson's got his first points of the game. Jackson outside. From the top of the key. Rebound by Stewart. Stewart's got 6 rebounds now in the game. And up the court come the Grizzlies on the break. Koulibaly against Stewart. Now Koulibaly. 14 points for him. Gafford passes to Wells. And a miss there on the triple.
This is exactly who you want taking that shot.
There we go, guys. Jackson. Lead up to 16.
But has the
They
bounce
call
to hold his
timeout.
own.
Timeout call. Memphis.
Start of the fourth quarter. We're up by 19.
And so MP
Safe
will bring it up for the
for
Toronto
Right
Raptors.
now.
On the court for the Grizzlies. We've got Jaren Jackson and it's Strother in at the small forward position. Toronto passing it around.
Come on, Kyrie. Get some
MP.
threes,
Pass to
bro.
Irving. Takes a three.
There we
And
go.
the assist goes to MP.
He was scuffling with the shot in the first half, but since the break, he's been putting it all together.
The basket drops and he gets fouled on the shot. One free throw coming his way.
He hears the whistle, and he keeps his concentration and is able to knock it down.
And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Raptors.
Well, they've been hitting threes at a high clip, and the defense hasn't done
Come on,
enough to
Kyrie.
challenge them at the line. They need to close out and run them off the three.
Go bad.
Something else
There we
that
go.
stands out is how they've shared the ball. They're getting a lot of their points from sharp passing.
Here's Branham on the wing man. And for the better part of a decade now, the league allowing players to wear any sneaker color. It's catching on, Stan. What color are those you're wearing? Is that lime green?
Well, Brian, you know I've always been known for my fashion sense. I'm something of an icon, and when I come on camera, people are watching because they want to know what the next fashion trend is. So yes, tonight these are lime green. Tomorrow, we'll just have to see.
They get
Go
it back.
bad. There we go.
Bio, that's good.
Looks like they're shooting with a lot more confidence here in the second half.
Grizzlies trail by 20. Jackson outside. Pass to Hood Shafito. 4-3. And another three for Memphis.
And that's on the defense, giving him a decent look. That's his shot.
Now MP. Out to the wing. Jackson's got 5 rebounds tonight. Here's Hood-Schifino, covered by MP. Hood-Schifino's shot is off.
Well, the defense catches a break there. You expect him to make those.
And here's MP from outside.
Right there.
Adebayo
There we go.
making his presence felt here. He's now 6 for 9 in this game.
Wow, he's found his game offensively here in the second half. Really has turned things around.
To the left wing. Strother sends it home from three-point land. Strother's got 6 points in the quarter.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
On the wing, Irving.
Kyrie is three.
Rebounded by Brenham.
Kyrie can't shoot anymore. I swear.
To the left side
He
wing.
needs to just retire.
And the pass to Brenham. Nice move. And the layup is up and in.
When he gets the ball inside, Branham knows not to waste a good scoring.
Pass to Irving. Back to Barnes. Kicks it out to MP. Shot clock at 6. The 3. And Irving
Kyrie.
on the assist by MP. And the Raptors lead by 17. Here's Strother. Beyond the arc. Rebound Toronto. Barnes has got rebound number 8 here already in the game. MP no good.
Well, he had a great first half from three-point range, but hasn't quite gotten his touchback since the break.
The floater out of bounds. It'll be Toronto's fault.
I don't know what the heck happened there. Well, that's just a careless turnover.
A big group substitution here for Memphis. Gafford, he's checked in for Branham. Wells comes in for Strother. Koulibaly, he's checked in for Hood-Schifino. And Black subbed in for Mann. Pass to Irving. Shot from 16.
Kyrie.
Another assist. The chemistry he has with his guys is impressive.
I mean, keeping his head on a swivel, actively seeking out his teammates, incredible.
Gafford passes to Wells. Black outside. Back to Wells. From downtown. Rebound Toronto. 22 was their biggest lead. And here's MP from outside. The rebound by Jackson. Jackson's got his 6th rebound on the night. Wells with it. Guarded by Adebayo. Black outside. Pass to Jackson. And he banks in the layup. Jackson's got 22.
Well, Jackson Jr. is a versatile scorer, which is what allows him to catch fire.
MP with it. Here's Walter. 11 feet out. And it's Koulibaly with a rebound. Black outside. Jackson outside. Adebayo grabs the board. Adebayo's got 11 rebounds in the game.
And you have to think that they're leading this game because of how they've controlled the boards tonight.
Close
A
play.
little uptake there, fooling the D. And the Raptors lead by 19. Black outside. Jackson with a screen on Irving. Pass to Jackson. There's the 3. Jackson with another miss. And Irving has got the ball here for the Toronto Raptors. Here's Walter. And here's Adebayo.
Guard bag.
I guess he got a really good pep talk in the locker room because it's been a total reversal this half.
Memphis has gone 3 of 7 from the perimeter during the 4th. Black outside. Fires the 3. Oh, that's his 8th make of the game. He's only missed 4 so far.
He hit 3 triples in the first half, 3 more since. That's nothing to shrug at.
Pass to Walter. Launches it. Memphis with a rebound. Jackson's got rebound number 7 tonight. A foul called on MP. That's his the death of the mid-range jumper in today's game. Grant, you got any fixes?
Well, some have suggested cutting out the corner threes, but the three-point line was only like above the break. Teams would probably need to rely more on that mid-range.
Block, no good. Toronto leading by 19. Outside Barnes from deep. Gone.
Nice
Target
body.
from Ray.
Great setup by Irving. Just a tremendous playmaker.
Memphis has gone 4 of 9 from three-point range in the fourth. Puts it up for 12. Shots good by Black.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. Smart shot selection.
And here's MP. Pass to Walter. This one's a three.
Oh, yes, foul.
Drew the foul and almost hit the three-point bucket. Thought he'll head to the line for three. Grant, you look at some of the rule changes in recent years. Does it seem to you like coaches' challenges are here to stay?
You know, BA, it does. And I think that's a good thing. You know, I can think of a few calls I would have liked to challenge in my day. So it's a nice option to have. Yeah, they've really made a concerted effort to get to the line here in the second half.
And he makes all three. For Memphis, they've gotten 8 of 14 shots to drop so far here in the fourth quarter. Outside Wells. MP against Koulibaly. Over MP. And it's Koulibaly missing.
You have to credit their effort. I mean, they've done an amazing job on the glass.
Ooh, took him no time at all to get that one. MP's got 42 in the game.
Well, he's had a night. This team feeds off of his energy. And every time they needed a bucket, he's delivered.
Now here's Jackson. Back to Black. Gafford the screen. Clock at 6. Pass to Jackson. Outside Wells. The three is up. Barnes with the rebound. Barnes has got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one. Right side Irving. Toronto passing it around. Here's Walter. Shoots. And Irving with the basket on the assist by Walter. Walters has got assist number 5 here tonight. And the Grizzlies shooting an even 50% since the fourth quarter got underway. Pass to Jackson. And here's Black. Here's Wells. They can't stop the run with that one. Here's MP. And it's good for 2.
44.
MP's got 44.
They're really dictating the tempo on both ends of the court. You love it.
Absolutely. They're playing their game and executing at a real high level. Everything is working for them right now.
Doing what he can to help shrink the deficit, but it has to be a team effort.
1:41 left in the fourth. Outside Barnes. Pass to Irving. Here's the pick. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Walter from outside. Basket is good. Irving. Irving's got 4 assists now tonight.
And let's face it, this one was never really in question. They came out with purpose and just overwhelmed the opposition. A great win for the Raptors.
And it was a big-time performance across the board. They looked like they were having fun out there, Graham.
Yeah, BA, it was almost like watching a cat play with a mouse. I mean, they did pretty much anything they wanted to do out there today.
And this is one of the best teams we have ever seen. 69 wins this year. Wow.
And they meet just twice, so taking the first meeting means a lot to this team.
And even the opposing fans can't deny this was a sensational game for MP.
He ran things with precision.
47.
Putting his teammates in all the right spots.
Black outside. Here's Koulibaly. Tried to come right back with a 3 of his own, but it's no good. One side has dominated tonight.
Yeah, they've done a fantastic job of imposing their pace and style of play.
9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Irving for 3.
Start already.
There's another 3.
Now do it right
This
there.
is what winning is all about.
We're gonna
Playing your
win.
best when it matters most.
We're at 47-3, 9-2, and we're gonna win by 36. One more game left to go in the regular season against the Charlotte Hornets. Let's go.